Okay, this is a demonstration of darkening copper using liver of sulfur. The piece of copper that I have here is just a piece of chasing work. It's a top for a little box that I've done for a client. After working the copper, I've actually taken and cleaned the copper in a cleaning solution, polished it up, brightened it up with steel wool. The liver of sulfur looks like a little piece of stone, yellowish in color, and has very definitely that sulfur kind of smell to it. The proportions are 1 teaspoon of the liver of sulfur to 16 ounces of water. I'm using warm water here just because it'll dissolve the sulfur quicker, and also it will make the reaction on the copper happen quicker also. I probably should have taken and broke that up a little bit beforehand, but I'll do that now. So you don't have to watch this dissolve. I'm going to pick up here in just a moment. Alright, it's been approximately 2 minutes. I did crumble up the liver of sulfur a little bit, and it dissolved very quickly. Here's my piece of previously cleaned copper. Putting it into the solution, you can see how quickly this happens. Now there will be a sort of a surface darkening going on, and you can see that if it doesn't show up, some of it will rub off, and to make sure that you have a good surface penetration, a little steel wool, as you rub it, it'll darken your color and make it more permanent. So that's all that I'm doing now. This is all real time, so you have an idea of how long it takes to make this dark. If you use a lighter solution, more water, and if you leave it in for a lesser time, you can get varying shades of brown all the way up to what you see here. This is the charcoal color, and we're getting a real good coloration on this now. It's not that surface isn't coming off as readily as it first did. The first contact with the sulfur water here is just a very superficial type of a coloration. I think this has probably been long enough. Again, this is real time. So all I'm going to do now is take and dry this off. I would rinse it too in clean water. It's very definitely a sulfur smell. I'm going to go rinse this, and I'll be right back. All right, we've dried the piece off, let it air dry for a little while, and has this really nice charcoal tone to it. And if you were at this point going to want to just keep this color, what you would do is to take and treat it with some type of a wax, a hard wax. I like the Renaissance microcrystalline wax. It works very, very good, gives a nice satin kind of a finish to it. But I'm trying to replicate the Roycraft style of copper that was popular back in the 1920s, 30s, even up into the 40s. And so what I have here is a piece of steel wool. This is 3/0 steel wool. Could even go with a 4/0, but I don't think we're going to damage the surface too much. And we just start highlighting, bringing out these colors, the copper undertones with the charcoal overtone. The harder you rub, the more copper that comes through. Nice thing about it is if you mess up, you take too much off, or you're not at all happy with the color that you're finally achieved, it's very easy to take this before, of course, before you put your wax on it. Just go ahead and pickle it again in whatever type of a solution you use to clean it initially. Here's the project completed. The copper box was done or ordered by a client as a commission. The image on the front is their church. The copper is done in a Roycroft style. You can see the difference, the nice highlights that we have with the copper and the darkening from that liver of sulfur. The intensity and the depth of the color can be varied depending upon how long you let the copper sit in the liver of sulfur solution, and also how strong the solution itself is. Get that very nice finish by applying Renaissance wax, a microcrystalline wax, which is specifically designed for the preservation of metals. And you'll have a long, nice, deep surface coloration and finish.